We've got an absolute treat today, bringing in Trent Camerlinck, one of our newest agents here at eXp Realty. And Trent, how old are you, man?
I'm 23, Joe.
Dude, you're 23 years old, and you've already got a degree in what?
I got a degree in finance, my undergrad in finance, and then I'm working on my master's in finance.
So, a degree in finance, working on the master's. You're 23 years old, now you're getting into real estate. And I'll tell you, the two biggest ways to build wealth, man, in an industry are finance and real estate. So, I think you're hitting both the heads right on the nail, man. What do you think?
I think so.
And you're 23. When I was 23, man, I was going out and I was partying. I was hitting all the happy hours. I was bartending. All I was focused on was having a good time. It is rewarding. It's inspiring. It's awesome to see someone who's 23 years old doing way more with their life than I ever did, man. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you came and I remember we met with you. Alex Haig and I met with you. And there were quite a few agents that were in that meeting where we discussed what you could do at eXp. You had a lot of options, man. There's a lot of brokerages out there. There's a lot of great leaders here locally. Why would you choose eXp over the others?
Well, when I came into the presentation, kind of to hear what you guys were about, I felt like it was just definitely a spot where I could grow and to the potential where I want to be later on in life.
That makes sense. So you were with eXp for about 3-4 months, and then you reached out and you said, Joe, I want you to tell me about this team thing, man. What's the Rosen group? How does it work? What prompted that call?
Well, just because you were, when I wasn't part of the team, you kind of reached out with things that were going on, adding value to my everyday life, kind of, and showing me that you would be on top of me, allowing me to make my own calls, set my appointments, but also making sure that I actually went to make the calls, because most agents don't want to sit there and call and get potentially denied by the client.
Yep. I love that, man. And I tell anybody who's talking to me about, eXp versus the team, if you come to eXp, you've got full access to me. Whatever you want, you've got. You can get me on the Zoom call at 9 p.m., whatever it is you want. But if you join the team, my foot's going to be in your ass. Like, I am ready to help you get to the next level. And if you fail, I fail. So I cannot let you fail. So I'm going to push you hard. So hearing you thinking that is phenomenal for me, man. So I appreciate you saying that. I take it as an absolutely huge responsibility to make sure that you guys are successful. And it's fun to be around fun people. It's fun to be around people who are enthusiastic, who are fired up, who are passionate about what they're doing. They want to grow. They want to stay committed to a system, and they want someone to push them. That's one of the biggest things, is they want someone to push them. At 23 years old, man, you got a lot of cool things going on in your life. I remember 23. Why is it that you're on what I consider to be an amazing path, focused on finance, focused on real estate, focused on your business, versus, girls and partying and drinking and all the crazy things that I did when I was your age?
Well, with being 23, I mean, you can do that, but if you have a dream, you kind of want to do as much as possible, make sure you have the right incomes, have the job, focus on that first. And then once you do have that, I always thought like you can go have your fun while you're making the millions, and kind of have the income coming in while you're on vacation. Not have to worry about the work.
Absolutely, man. Just setting yourself up for your future. And that's something I didn't see when I was a kid. When I was a kid, literally all I thought was what was right in front of my nose, and that was it. And while that creates a lot of fun up front, when you start to create your future, it not only builds your future, which is awesome, but it starts to give you such a bigger goal. You're right, more rewarding goal, something that's just more cherished when you achieve it. And again, I just can't say enough. Like, you're almost half my age, and you're doing things that I probably didn't start doing until I got into the military, right? So it would have been like my late 20s, early 30s. So, you're almost a decade ahead of where I am. And it's going to be awesome seeing what you're able to do. So, talking about what you're able to do, What are your goals with real estate? Are you wanting to stay in real estate long term? Are you wanting to start a brokerage? Are you starting a team? What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm trying to kind of learn everything about it, do it long term, have eventually I'm gonna want to get a house. So I'm hoping to understand it, understand the market, what's the right place, what the right time is, and especially with investing, there's gonna be properties out there that are probably gonna be right area and right place to be investing. So I want to know what comes from real estate and how I can use that knowledge to upgrade my investing.
So speaking of investing, I like that you brought that up. You get the finance background. Now you're getting into real estate. Do you think because of your background, and I'm guessing, well, let me ask you, do you like numbers? Do you like finance?
I do sometimes, but sometimes it's kind of gets a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, numbers is not for everyone, so you kind of have to go with it or not spend a couple hours to a day, maybe a couple of days studying what you're looking at.
Yeah. But you're good at it. I mean, you've got a lot of experience in it. You've got the educational background in it. You're going to be able to do so much more for an investor than a lot of other people, right? The normal home buyer is looking at, do I like the cabinets and do I like the aura of the neighborhood? And, are the neighborhood kids kind of the same age as my kids? As an investor, you don't care about any of that. All you care about is, what is my return on investment? That's it. So if you can run the numbers and show them what their ROI is, if you even know what the phrase ROI means, and you can show that, and you're doing it at age 23, and you're doing it with a finance background, right? An actual degree, I think that's pretty dang impressive, man. So do you see investors being a big part of your real estate future?
I would say, yeah. I would want to start off residential, and then investors would be a big part, only
Yeah.
because I have the background, and I eventually would probably make some connections doing my own deals and deals kind of partnering with other people.
So I'm a Port St. Lucie guy, and you're a bit south of me. Where are you at?
Jupiter.
I was just in Jupiter today. I should have stopped and asked you out for lunch, man. I was at the Jupiter Inlet Colony. You know where that is at?
Yeah, it's actually right down the road from me.
Oh, really? Well, I'll be there. Yeah. I'll be there Saturday. Maybe I'll hit you up on Saturday. But so tell me, you're living down there. Is that the market you're really trying to focus on? What markets are you trying to focus on?
Well, I'll go from Hope Sound, Jupiter, West Palm area, Palm Beach Gardens.
Yep.
But mostly in Jupiter. It's easy to relate because I grew up here. I knew another area, and I can always help a client get the best home possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So looking at the market, you've been in now for 3-4 months in real estate, still pretty fresh, but you are a numbers guy. You're intelligent, you're sharp. And you've been around me for a couple weeks now. We've been talking about some different things. I want to know your perspective on the market. It's the number one question asked. We've got rates going up, inventory is going up a little bit. But I'm not seeing prices really change a lot at all. I'm still seeing prices go up. I'm still seeing sales happen. What do you expect over the next 6 to 12 months in real estate?
Well, I expect it kind of stay the same. Kind of
isn't going up or plateauing?
Kind of a consistent market. So going up.
I like that, man. So let me ask you this. If these guys want to find you on social media, I want you guys to blow Trent up. What do you got on social media that these guys can follow?
Well, I got my Instagram, which is Realtor.
Trent Realtor?
And it's Trent Camerlinck Realtor.
Dude, I got to see if I'm following you. So you're telling me there's another Trent Camerlinck?
No, there's only one.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I see. Yep, you come up right away. Boom, look at that photo. Boom, look at that. All right, I like it. You got 57 followers already. And that's got to be a brand new account, man.
Yeah, I just made it a couple of weeks ago.
All right.
Trying to get the connections for referrals and just building relationships with clients and agents.
Now, are you accepting Facebook friendships in your market?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, baby. Go follow Trent. He's a great guy. And like I said, this guy knows numbers better than a lot of people, probably including me. He's got a finance background. This guy is sharp, sharp, sharp. Ask him for any help that you need down in the Jupiter area, especially if you're an investor. And he'll get back to you, not with just listings, which is what everybody does, but he'll go in depth on the actual numbers, what your ROI is, what's your cash flow going to look like. Is it a smart investment? Is it not a smart investment? This guy's sharp, man. If you talk to him behind the scenes, this guy knows what he's talking about. So, Trent, I appreciate you, man. Absolutely huge welcome to eXp. Welcome to the team. It's great having you. I love workers, and you've already shown yourself to be a hard worker, man. So I appreciate you coming aboard.
Thank you, Joe, for having me.
Absolutely. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care.